So I made not one, but two new games, because I love jamming. First was for Brackeys 2021.1 and second for WoWie 3.0. Hey, what's up with the version numbers? Is this some kind of a new thing that I missed? Anyway, what was the result? You're gonna find out, because you are in front of Gate to Game. Brackeys game jam run from mid-February for full 7 days, and I had something special in mind. My friend started this project called Raiders of the Lost Arcade. More info in the description. And it's a really cool idea. The goal of the project is to tell a story of US-based imaginary company called Rotla Incorporated, which tried to make a big hit in video game industry during the 80s.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
The project is cooperation of artists, musicians, storytellers, and now me as a game developer as well. If this sounds fun to you, let those guys know and maybe join them. So the game I created is based on one story and a music track that was already in Raiders of the Lost Arcade Gallery. I picked one that I felt was the best fit for the theme, Stronger Together. I know many people don't really like story in video games, or at least they don't care. But for me personally, it is as much big part of the game as mechanics or level design. What I was going for in Solo the Space Guardian was to capture the feel of arcade machines as well as possible. First thing first, the controls. I decided that there will be just two control elements in it. One stick and one button.
No! I hate this overpriced bullshit, son of a bitch!
Based on the story around the Rotla company, I decided that the Shoot 'em all game would fit it the best. I created 8-bit 16x16 sprites for everything. Ships, projectiles, power-ups, animations. I also find this really cool CRT shader that I borrowed.
My lord, is that legal?
I will make it legal.
In the narrative for the game, the spaceship called Solo and the orphan ducks are looking for their new home somewhere in the deep universe. So I created an additional end screen and added 6 planets you can find in the game, land on and start new life there. But one principal thing was still missing. A big part of whole arcade culture. And no, I'm not talking about Humpty Dumpty with flipper bumpers. I'm talking about high scores.
Oh, no!
751,300 points. That's impossible.
Well, I did some digging and sticked with a Silent Wolf plugin for Godot, and man, it's super easy to use and works great. Link in the description. Jan hooked me up with music and sound effects, and the game was ready. It felt great. It was really fun. Just take a look. I had a 1 week of rest, playing games from Brackeys and waiting for second jam. This one was by Jonas Tyroller. If you never heard of him, man, you are really missing out. So go check his channel. Jonas is a really clever guy, and he likes to challenge his audience with the most brain-demanding topics in his jams. And this year, it wasn't different.
And the topic for this year's WoWie Jam is failure is progress. But this year's theme actually comes with a subheading as well. Let's mess with the concepts of winning and losing.
I really don't wanna make platformer as my entry. Everyone does that, so I decided to stick with Colony Manager. The idea was to balance settlement on Mars, but to control it back from Earth. The game loop should be quite simple. You can send some resources on the Earth, but they won't reach the colony immediately. There is a delay. You know, it takes 6 to 8 months to reach Mars. Hey Elon. On the planet, meanwhile, random events would happen. for example illness, power shortages or meteor showers. But these random events won't be just your enemy. They will increase another critical resource of your colony, will to survive. You can use this to change your plans on the spot, do what humans does best, adapt. The goal would be to reach the independence of your colony on Earth. Another thing Jonas did to challenge us was his idea to play with the condition of losing. So you won't lose when the colony is destroyed. On the other hand, over time, funding on Earth will be cut. When your space program gets terminated, you are done. I like to start working on some basic art at this point. The first reason is that during the painting I can really think about game mechanics. The second point is that when I'm finally making a prototype, I don't need to have a look at colored rectangles. The more and more I was thinking about the idea, I wasn't sure if the connection to the theme is strong enough. Well, I lost few hours, but I can do better. So, back to the drawing boards. Let's make different game to fit the theme better. The other game idea I was playing with from the start was Dungeon Crawler. You usually lose when your hero dies in those games, and I wanted to challenge that. What if you could change the ghost form and finish the rest of the level that way? Cool, but way too easy. But if you could possess monsters in the dungeon, that would be fun. Maybe every monster could have special abilities to unlock stuff in there, and I had a great thing going on. With this, I could have action and puzzle elements as well. I wanted to change more Dungeon Crawler tropes. Heroes usually look for treasures or big bad evil guy.
No!
I created some art, so far with no animations, and I wanted to go with limited color palette since I find it more simple and more fun to make.
There we go. That's the most fun part of it.
While thinking of funny story to tell, I made few game mechanic choices. I decided to have 3 enemy types, each with unique model and abilities, namely Goblin, Gnome and a Witch. And I started prototyping. I created a movement and simple AI with ray tracing, implemented shadows and light system, so the player will have some indication if enemy sees him. Then I spent way too much time playing with this liquid shader. I don't know why, but it is a little hypnotizing. The next step was to start recording sound effects. This time the music was from my chord composer Jan, but I had to make sound effects myself. Trying new things is one of the best elements of jams, so I wasted no time and started recording. View! 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 Engarasapa. Show secret. Engarasapa. Engarasapa. Ooh. Ooh. Welcome to next level.
Welcome to next level.
It's not a best idea to leave the level design for the last day, but it's a good way to stay sane while making Game Jam game. Especially if you wanna challenge yourself and deliver something bigger. Some levels really need more work, but there are 2 that I think are really good. I love this one, teaching you some game mechanics lessons while training your memory. You have to commit to one of 3 ways and stick to it. Another good design is this one. It gives you short level with 2 distinct ways to solve the puzzle while bringing fight and action back to the picture. As it usually goes, when you have like few last hours, you're gonna get these great ideas to improve your game. And I had a great one, to implement an interesting feature to the player's ghost form, causing fear to targeted enemies so you can position them where you need. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to implement proper pathfinding, so I used raycast implementation I already had instead. So the feature is cool, but it ended up being a little bit finicky. Now the game is ready. And then a little dream of mine came true when Mr. Wimlark played my game on his stream. I got great feedback and we all had fun fighting monkeys.
So can I shoot you and make you come follow me? Okay, so I take you now, and I need you to open this door. And then I need to go get the gnome. Got it, got it. Gotta zig those zags. I was not zigging or zagging properly at all. I killed one of them. What's on the other side? Oh my god! What is that? What is that nonsense? What is that? Like, this is my only way over there, I think? I've got to get through and open this before this guy gets me. Okay. Oh god, did I do it? Did I do it? Ha! No problem, mate. Hurry up. Terry is having a party. Yay, Terry. We did it! We did it! My time was terrible. Terrible, I say. Classic Terry. Freaking Terry, man. It's always Terry. That was super cute. I will say some of the levels, I think, you know, it's a jam, so I totally understand the, I understand, like, you get kind of clumpy level design, that kind of happens. But there was a couple places where you just had a lot of, like, kind of back and forth, which is a little fidgety at times. Overall, though, super cute. Really cute. Terry, oh god.
And that's it, my friends. I could talk about this for hours, but I don't wanna bore you to death. And so far you are more worth alive than dead. So let's bring it down to the comment section.